What's up, guys? Jeff Jorgensen here. Today, I'm going to go over the most asked questions I get all the time from you guys about being an aviation rescue swimmer, becoming an aviation rescue swimmer, and just what it's overall like, and we're going to do it right now. Question I always get asked is, do rescue swimmers or aviation rescue swimmers get rescues? And if that's the question you're asking, one, it's kind of like a yes or no, which is the honest answer. Some people go their entire career without any, some people get multiple. A lot of it has to do with where you're stationed and what you're doing and what's going on in the world in that moment in time. I have glasses, or I wear glasses. Is my eyesight too bad to join the Navy and be an aviation rescue swimmer? So there is a limit. I'm gonna put a link down below that your eyes have to be correctable too, meaning you can wear glasses when you go and apply. However, they have to be correctable to that point, and you always have to wear your glasses when you are flying. Now, the good thing about this is if you join the Navy, they do what's called PRK or LASIK, either or. Now they're doing more LASIK. When I first joined, they were just doing PRK. Now, they're both kind of the same thing. That's corrective eye surgery. The great thing about it is after you make it through all your schooling, you become the first priority to actually get your eyes corrected. So what that means is you get through all your training, your 2-year pipeline. Now you go to the front of the list to get this PRK because you're going to be flying. They don't really make prescription masks, or they don't have them for actual aviation rescue swimmers. I've never seen anyone with one, and they'll correct your eyes for you, so you won't need glasses anymore. But the key is it has to be correctable to 20/20, and it can't be over a certain limit. Do rescue swimmers deploy? The quick answer and the simple answer and the correct answer is yes. You do land-based deployments and you do boat-based deployments. Most all your actual rescue swimmers in the Navy are actually going to do a boat-based deployment every single time. I've very rarely met someone who has not done a boat-based deployment ever. I have met maybe one or two. It's very rare. However, you're going to go to your squadron, you're going to get qualified, and you're going to go on a boat-based deployment doing things such as vertical replenishment, standing starboard delta or SAR alert on the actual gator or on the carrier, and you're going to be in a tactics syllabus while you're out there, or shore-based while you're waiting to deploy. Okay, next question I always get asked, do rescue swimmers go into combat, or are they trained for combat? So, chances of you going to combat nowadays is slim to none. A lot of conflicts have died down. However, like I said before, there is a possibility. Very unlikely, there is a possibility. We train to a tactics syllabus, so that teaches you to do combat search and rescue. That teaches you to do everything from direct action assistance to HVBSS or helo visit search board and seizure, anti-piracy, all this is dependent on a lot of different factors. So to say that you won't go into combat, I'd be lying to you. And to say you didn't go into combat, I'd also be lying to you. There is no direct, perfect answer for this situation. It just depends on so many factors, but a good way to put this into the proper perspective is about, I would say 80% of the training that you do in the job is going to be tactics related, dealing with weapons, CSAR, stuff like that. Next question I get all the time is, will I have time to work out and do school? Yes and no, that all depends. A lot of it has to do with what's going on in that moment in time, but most of the time, compared to most jobs in the Navy, you are gonna have time to work out and you are gonna have time to go to school. Now, going to school, if you want the Navy to pay for it, they have something called tuition assistance
that they pay the full ride of basically what it would be to take that class up to a certain credit hour. Now, all of this depends on you getting qualified, your command, and your command has to approve it before you can actually go to school. Me personally, I just finished off my degree in psychology. I didn't pay a cent for it. So I have my associates and my bachelor's. All of that I did in the Navy. I also had plenty of time to work out. I've competed in a lot of different physical events, whether that be triathlons, ultra marathons, marathons. I've done a lot of different stuff. You will have time to work out because you have to keep in physical shape in order to do the job. Flying in a helicopter is very taxing on your body, and a lot of times it takes a toll on your back. So that being the case, core is really important. Always work out that core, but also keeping in shape is very important to you and being an effective aviation rescue swimmer and crewman in the back of a 60. So yes, more than likely you will have time. Sometimes you might have to throttle that down in order to balance out other things, but simple answer, you'll have time.
What duty stations do I have available to me? Now, this all depends on whether you get picked up for Romeo or Sierra. If you're Sierra, your main duty stations or your actual home guard duty station is going to be one of a couple places. Japan, Guam, like this beautiful place right here. There's going to be your East Coast squadrons, which are in Norfolk, and then there's going to be your West Coast squadrons, which are in San Diego. Now, that's your first sea tour. 99% of the people are going to go straight to sea tour. They're going to do their tour at an actual deployable squadron. There are a select few, very few, so don't bank on this, that actually go to station SAR first or another squadron or another billet. In order to be an instructor, you have to be a certain rank, meaning you have to be an E5 or above if you want to get selected to be an instructor, whether that be aviation rescue swimmer school, surface rescue swimmer school, A school. All those different schools require a certain rank or above in order for you to actually be an instructor. So that being said, you're going to be at your squadron for the first tour, for your sea tour, for at least 4 years before you can even have the opportunity to apply to a shore-based instructor duty. So you'll never be able to go in right away. So that being said, it's going to take you probably at least 6 years before you can be an actual aviation rescue swimmer instructor and be in the job, be recommended, and hit all the wickets in order to be there. And the honest question that I think everyone should ask themselves is it for me? A lot of people join to be an aviation rescue swimmer and they are sorely disappointed when they realize that they potentially will never get a rescue. And on top of that, they are sitting in a tactics syllabus doing stuff they never thought they could do. Now, all of this is perspective. It's all how you want to take it. If you want to do the job and you actually want to actually get rescues most of the time, high majority of the time, Sierra, and you get a station SAR asset or a station SAR squadron after you do your first sea tour. Getting that station SAR asset will help improve your chances and odds of getting a rescue, but it never is guaranteed. I always say, if your sole purpose is to get rescues, don't become an aviation rescue swimmer. It's not about you getting saves and notoriety. It's about everyone else. It's about saving lives, not the notoriety that you would get from doing it. Hey guys, if you have any other comments, questions, or suggestions on content you'd like to see, please put it in the comment section down below. And remember to subscribe, hit that like button on this video, and we will check you guys next time.